So guys, yesterday due to some internet connectivity issue, I was not able to take your calls. And in our last class, we were talking about power resources. So we are going to continue our discussion, okay? And we'll try to complete this topic. So the topic is power resources. Now look, if we are talking about power resources, and we are specifically discussing about power resources of UP, but UP is a part of India. So we are going to discuss about, you can say, conventional and non-conventional power resources of UP, but in the context of India. Okay, what is the status in India, and then we will we'll talk about, you can say, the status of Uttar Pradesh, जिससे कि थोड़ा एक better idea लग जाएगा. Because if you are writing, just imagine that there is a question that give an account of solar energy production in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So you need to have some sort of idea about what is the status of solar energy production in India. Okay, what kind of conditions are there, what kind of methods are there, which method we are using. Okay, and if you are going to incorporate those elements slightly, so your answer is going to be slightly different. So this is the objective, because to get selection, the ultimate objective is what? Why we are reading all these things, why we are preparing all these things. We don't want to be a scholar. Okay, it is not the objective. No one wants to be a scholar. PhD थोड़ा ना करना है हम लोग यहाँ पर. हमारा सिंपल एक ही फंडा है, we need to clear this exam. ठीक है, कुर्सी मिलनी चाहिए बस. चलो, तो थोड़ा सा हम लोग इंडिया के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात करेंगे. लोग, if we are talking about power resources, and basically in power resources, if we are talking about electricity generation, you can say in India there are different sources. Okay, there are different, you can say, methods through which we are producing electricity. Like the first one is, you can say, it is thermal. Okay, thermal. The second one, it is hydropower. The third one, you can say atomic energy, and the fourth one is, you can say, renewable, or you can say non-conventional energy. Okay, basically it is non-conventional energy, or collectively it is called renewable energy sources, RES, renewable energy sources. So there are four, basically you can say there are four sources of electricity production. Now in renewable energy sources, we include different types like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, ocean thermal energy conversion, like biomass energy, like small hydro projects. All these are included in renewable energy sources. Now if we are discussing about India, right now we are talking about India, that what is the status in India. So the most important source of, you can say, electricity, the most important source of energy in the context of India is thermal energy. Okay, it is thermal energy, because thermal energy is contributing for 61.7%, of total production. 61.7% of total production. If we are talking about hydropower, so hydro, which is also a part of renewable, because hydro power or hydroelectric generation is a part of renewable energy. So hydropower is contributing for around 12.2%. The you can say the role of atomic energy. Okay, the role of atomic energy is very small. It is just 1.8%. And if you are talking about renewable energy, the role of renewable energy, so the role of renewable energy is around, you can say, 24.3%. Okay. Now in thermal energy, because to produce thermal energy, we utilize different types of fuels. Like we use coal, natural gas, petroleum. So you need to remember that if we are talking about thermal energy, so around, you can say, 55% energy. Around 55% energy we are producing by burning coal. Okay, we are burning coal in thermal power plants, and we are producing around 55% of electricity, or you can say energy. Around 6.6% electricity we are producing by burning natural gas. Okay, by burning natural gas, and 0.1% electricity we are producing by burning, you can say, diesel. So this is the, you can say, energy generation scenario in the context of India. Now if we are talking about UP, so in UP, okay, there is availability of all these, you can say, sources of energy. Okay, in UP there are thermal power plants, there are hydroelectricity power plants, there are atomic power plants, and then there are renewable sources of energy. So if we are talking about UP, so you need to understand the status of, India also. So I told you, okay, in the last class I told you that first we are going to talk about thermal energy. Okay, and now you understand what is the meaning of thermal energy. What we are going to do, we are simply going to set up a thermal power plant, and how we are going to produce electricity there. Look, we all know that we burn either coal or natural gas, or you can say diesel. But how? So देखो, simply by burning coal, diesel or gas, okay, we heat up water, and when water heats up, the water starts evaporating. There is a steam formation. Steam निकलती है. and that steam, it rotates turbines. It rotates turbines, and this is how there is electricity generation. Simple. But as I told you, that in thermal power plants, we can use, okay, if you are talking about possibilities, so we can use coal, we can use natural gas, we can use petroleum, or diesel, you can say. But the thing is that coal is mostly used. Okay, coal is mostly used. Why? Because natural gas and diesel, they are more expensive. Okay, they're more expensive. Now, coal is a cheaper commodity, so that is why mostly coal is used. Okay, and if you are going to compare natural gas and diesel, so as you saw that the percentage of natural gas in the context of India, in the context of India, the percentage of natural gas is 6.6%, and of diesel is 0.1%. Why is that? Because if you are going to compare natural gas and diesel, so natural gas is relatively cheap. Okay, and the heat generation capacity of natural gas is more, so that is why you are using natural gas more. Simple. So if we are discussing, if we are talking about thermal energy generation, so I told you that in the context of UP, it is Uttar Pradesh. Okay, Uttar Pradesh Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. RVUNL. Okay, Uttar Pradesh Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited, which is managing all the things. Okay, which is managing all the things. Now, this institution, in last class we discussed that this institution was established in 1980. In 1980. Clear? Now, when we talk about at the level of India, so at the level of India, the authority which is mostly responsible for managing thermal power plants for thermal energy generation, it is NTPC. NTPC. Okay, National Thermal Power Corporation. National Thermal Power Corporation. And this NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, it was established in 1975. 1975. Okay. So at institutional level, okay, NTPC was established in 1975, and it is the authority at the level of center, at the level of central government, okay, which is managing, you can say, thermal energy generation all over India. And if we are talking about the state of UP, okay, so in this there is Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. Clear? So these are authorities. Now, if we are talking about NTPC, okay, if we are talking about NTPC, so let me give you some idea that NTPC is running, okay, certain power plants in, one second guys, okay, it is running certain power plants in UP. So there are some, you can say, power plants of NTPC in UP, and out of all those power plants, some power plants are, okay, some power plants are based on, you can say, coal, and while some others are based on, you can say, natural gas. तो अगर आप बात करोगे like in this Sonbhadra district, okay, in this Sonbhadra district, there are some coal-based power plants like Singrauli, okay, Singrauli. Apart from Singrauli, you can say Rihand, okay, Singrauli, Rihand. So both these, you can say, power plants, they are based on, okay, they are based on coal, and they are under the control of NTPC. Then you can say in Raebareli district, so this is Raebareli district. In Raebareli district, there is Unchahar. Unchahar, it is another thermal power plant managed by, owned by NTPC. Now these three power plants, thermal power plants of NTPC, they are coal based. Okay, they are using coal as a fuel. Now, if we are talking about, if we are going to discuss power plants of NTPC which are based on natural gas, so power plants which are based on natural gas, the first one, you can say, it is in Auraiya. So this is Auraiya. Okay, in Auraiya, there is a thermal power plant which is based on natural gas. The second one, you can say, it is Dadri, and Dadri is in Gautam Buddha Nagar. So this is Gautam Buddha Nagar. Okay, and in Gautam Buddha Nagar there is Dadri. Clear? तो अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं उत्तर प्रदेश की, and we are talking about thermal power plants which are based on coal, which are based on natural gas, and which are owned by, managed by, controlled by NTPC. So there are 5 thermal power plants. Okay, 2 are in the district of Sonbhadra, 1 is in Raebareli, the 4th one is in Auraiya, and the 5th one is in Gautam Buddha Nagar district, Dadri. Clear? ये तो हमने बात की जब हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, if we are talking about, one second guys. So if we are talking about thermal energy generation, तो ये सब तो हमने देखे। क्या इसके अलावा भी कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं थर्मल पावर जनरेशन के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अगर देखा जाए? तो इसमें अगर आप देखोगे लाइक apart from all these projects, okay, apart from all these projects, like there is Harduaganj. Okay, there is Harduaganj. So Harduaganj, okay, it was established in 1942, and where? So it was established in Aligarh district. In Aligarh district, okay, in 1942, and this power project, this thermal power plant, it is coal based, okay, coal based thermal power plant, and the capacity of Harduaganj is 610 megawatt, okay, 610 megawatt. Clear? The second one, you can say, if we are talking about all these power plants, so the second one is Paricha, okay, it is Paricha. So Paricha is where you can say it is near Jhansi, okay, it is near Jhansi in, you can say in Jhansi district, Paricha, okay. Now this power project is also, you can say, coal based basically, okay, coal based, and oil is also used, you can say. The total capacity of Paricha is 1140 megawatt. 1140 मेगावाट। देखो ये जो भी डिटेल्स मैं आप लोगों को दे रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर मैं साथ ही साथ आपको कुछ ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट्स बताता जाऊंगा, जहाँ जाकर के आप और ज्यादा डिटेल्स अगर पढ़ना चाहें तो आप पढ़ सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो आप सिंपली, मैंने बताया आपको, यूपी राज्य विद्युत उत्पादन निगम लिमिटेड इज द अथॉरिटी, सो यू कैन गो टू द वेबसाइट ऑफ यूपी आरवीयूएनएल, ओके, और वहां पर आपको ये डिटेल्स जो है वो लिखी हुई मिल जाएंगी अगर आपके मन में इच्छा है, इफ यू वांट टू नो एवरीथिंग, ओके, बिकॉज इन क्लास इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू गिव यू ईच एंड एवरी इंफॉर्मेशन. सो परीक्षा इज इन झांसी, ओके, परीक्षा इज इन झांसी. नाउ अपार्ट फ्रॉम परीक्षा, द नेक्स्ट वन इज ओबरा. Okay, the next one is Obra. So Obra, it is another thermal power plant which is situated in Sonbhadra district. Okay, in Sonbhadra district. So Obra is in Sonbhadra district, and this thermal power plant, it was established with the help of Russia. Okay, it was established with the help of Russia, and you need to remember that Obra is also a coal-based thermal power plant. Okay, it is also a coal-based thermal power plants. And the total capacity, okay, so in Sonbhadra, apart from Singrauli, Rihand, there is Obra, and the total installed capacity is 1094 megawatt. 1094 megawatt. Clear? 1094 megawatt. After that, the next one is, you can say, Panki. Okay, Panki. So Panki की अगर हम बात करें, that where this Panki is situated, so you can say Panki is situated in Kanpur urban, near Kanpur, you can say. It is situated near Kanpur, okay, near Kanpur, and it is also a coal-based thermal power plant, and the capacity is around, you can say, 225 megawatt the existing, but it is been upgraded, okay, and I think कि शायद इसकी upgraded capacity 2023 में ही start होने वाली थी, so we are increasing the capacity of this Panki thermal power plant to 600 megawatt. Okay, 600 megawatt. So this is Panki. The next one is Anpara. Okay, Anpara. So where is this Anpara? Anpara, you can say Anpara is also in Sonbhadra district, and it is situated near Anpara village. So in Sonbhadra there is another one. Anpara. Okay, and it is in Anpara village. The you can say the installed capacity of Anpara is 2630 megawatt. 2630 megawatt. So this is Anpara. Okay, this is Anpara. Now apart from, you can say, these thermal power plants, there are some other power plants also. अभी तक आपने देखा that in Sonbhadra there is Singrauli, there is Rihand, there is Obra, there is Anpara. Okay, in Jhansi, district, there is, you can say, Paricha. Okay, in Jhansi there is Paricha. Like you can say in Auraiya, there is Auraiya thermal power plant. In Kanpur urban, or you can say in Kanpur district, okay, in Kanpur district there is Panki. There is Panki. In Gautam Budh Nagar there is Dadri. In Aligarh there is Harduaganj. Okay, but apart from all these thermal power plants, there are several other thermal power plants also. Like you can say Meza super thermal power plant. So where is this Meza? Meza, you can say it is a coal-based thermal power plant. Okay, it is a coal-based thermal power plant in Meza Tehsil of Prayagraj district. Okay, Meza Tehsil of Prayagraj. So where is Prayagraj? This is Prayagraj. So in Prayagraj, there is a thermal power plant, Meza super thermal power plant, and you can say that it is owned by Meza Urja Nigam Private Limited, which is a joint venture of NTPC and Uttar Pradesh Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. Okay, the capacity. Okay, the capacity, you can say it is, there are 2 units of 660 megawatt. 2 units of 660 megawatt, Meza. Okay. Then the next one is, you can say, Lalitpur thermal power plant. Lalitpur thermal power plant. So where is this Lalitpur thermal power plant? You can say it is in Mehroni Tehsil of Lalitpur district. So in Lalitpur district, okay, in Lalitpur district there is Mehroni Tehsil. Okay, Mehroni Tehsil. And this Lalitpur thermal power plant, okay, it is owned by Bajaj Hindustan Limited. Bajaj Hindustan Limited. Okay, Bajaj Hindustan Limited. And you can say it is also coal based. And there are 3 units of 660 megawatt. 3 units of 660 megawatt. So in Lalitpur, there is Lalitpur thermal power plant. After that, the next one is Ghatampur. Next one is Ghatampur. Okay, Ghatampur thermal power station. Ghatampur thermal power station. So Ghatampur thermal power station, okay, you need to remember that it is a coal-based thermal power plant, Ghatampur, and it is owned by Neyveli Uttar Pradesh Power Limited. Neyveli Uttar Pradesh Power Limited, okay, and Neyveli Uttar Pradesh Power Limited is a joint venture of Neyveli, okay, Lignite Corporation India Limited, okay, Neyveli Lignite Corporation India Limited, and you can say Uttar Pradesh Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. तो इन दोनों का joint venture है Neyveli Uttar Pradesh Power Limited, which is managing this Ghatampur thermal power station, and this Ghatampur thermal power station is an, you can say, upcoming project, okay, upcoming project at Ghatampur Tehsil in Kanpur Nagar district, or you can say Kanpur Urban. So in Kanpur Urban, first I told you that there is Panki, and apart from Panki, the second project which is coming up is Ghatampur, okay. And the total, you can say, installed capacity is going to be, you can say there are going to be 3 units of 660 megawatt. There are going to be 3 units of 660 megawatt. Clear? After that, after Ghatampur, okay, the next one, you can say it is Karchana. Karchana को अगर आप देखोगे, so you can say in Bara Tehsil of Prayagraj district. So another one in Prayagraj district. Okay, another one in Prayagraj district. In Bara Tehsil. So apart from Meza, okay, there is Karchana. So Karchana is a proposed coal-based thermal power plant. The capacity of this plant is going to be, there are going to be 2 units of 660 megawatt. Okay, it's a proposed thermal power plant, and it will be owned and operated by Uttar Pradesh Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. Owned and operated by RVUNL. Clear? Karchana. Apart from Karchana, the next one is Rosa. Okay, Rosa thermal power plant. So Rosa, you can say it's a coal-based thermal power plant in Shahjahanpur district. In Shahjahanpur district. So this is Shahjahanpur, near Rosa village. Okay, near Rosa village in Shahjahanpur district. It's a coal-based thermal power plant, Rosa thermal power plant, and the capacity of this plant is 1200 megawatt. 1200 megawatt. Okay. तो ये ध्यान रख लेंगे about Rosa. And the last one, you can say Bara thermal power station. Bara thermal power station. So Bara thermal power station, another one in Allahabad or Prayagraj district. Okay, in Bara Tehsil. Okay, in Bara Tehsil. So there will be another one. And it has been established by Prayagraj Power Generation Company Limited. Prayagraj Power Generation Company Limited, and the capacity of this project is 3 units of 660 megawatt. And you need to remember that this project is based on supercritical technology. This project is based on supercritical technology. Clear? The question is, what is supercritical technology? What is the meaning of supercritical technology? You know, I told you that which mechanism we follow in these thermal power plants to generate electricity. So we simply burn coal, And by burning coal, we heat up water. Why do we need to heat up water? So we need to heat up water to, you can say, start the process of evaporation. To start the process of vaporization, so that there is steam formation, and then that steam is going to run turbines. But there is very simple science, and the science is that if you want water to evaporate, so evaporation is simply a process of state conversion. That water is getting transformed from liquid stage to gaseous state, and for state conversion you need latent heat. कहीं पर भी आप पढ़ोगे तो यही लिखा हुआ मिलेगा that for evaporation you need to provide latent heat of evaporation. When water is going to receive latent heat of evaporation, it is going to evaporate. Now, in normal thermal power plants, which are not based on supercritical technology, the latent heat of evaporation, which is required to evaporate water, is more. मतलब आपको पानी को evaporate करने के लिए जो latent heat देनी होती है, that is more. Now, if latent heat is more, so you need to burn more coal. ज़्यादा कोयला आपको जलाना पड़ेगा उतनी एनर्जी देने के लिए. Okay, so there will be more consumption of coal to produce, you can say, 1 megawatt of electricity. But supercritical technology is slightly different. How it is different? You can say that by controlling or by managing the temperature and pressure of water. ठीक है, पानी, जिस पानी को evaporate करना है हमें, we manage the temperature and pressure of that water. And by managing pressure and temperature of water, we reduce latent heat. We reduce latent heat of evaporation. So you can say normally to evaporate water we need to provide large amount of energy, but in supercritical technology, by managing temperature and pressure, what we do that we are able to reduce latent heat of evaporation. अच्छा सोचो अगर आप latent heat of evaporation को reduce कर दोगे, so now you need to provide a small amount of energy and water is going to evaporate. And to provide that small amount of energy you need to burn less amount of coal. तो पहले मतलब नॉर्मल थर्मल पावर प्लांट्स में आप 1 टन कोयला बर्न करते हो तो जितनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस होती है उससे ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस बाय बर्निंग 1 टन ऑफ कोल. सो इफ देयर आर 2 पावर प्लांट्स, one is based on normal technology, it is producing 1200 megawatt of energy, 1200 megawatt of electricity, and the other one is based on supercritical technology and it is also producing 1200 megawatt of electricity. तो दोनों में से किसमें ज्यादा कोल आपको जलाना पड़ेगा? नॉर्मल वाले में. तो फ्यूल कंजम्पशन ज्यादा होगा, which simply means that the cost of production is going to be more. And of course, when you burn coal in thermal power plants, so there is a concern of environment, that you are burning coal, you are emitting greenhouse gases, so there is an environmental footprint. So if you are going to shift from normal technology to supercritical technology, okay, from normal to supercritical, so this ecological footprint, this environmental footprint of thermal power plant is going to reduce. So this is the role of, you can say, supercritical technology. अब जैसे मैंने आपको यूपी के अंदर जो भी थर्मल पावर प्लांट्स हैं, okay, we have discussed all these thermal power plants, but just because we are talking about thermal energy generation in India, okay, thermal energy generation in India, so government, and I'm talking about government of India, government has launched a project which is called Ultra Mega Electricity Project. Ultra Mega Electricity Project. Okay. Now, what is the concept of Ultra Mega Electricity Project? So remember, Ultra Mega Electricity Projects, these are thermal power plants. Okay, these are thermal power plants. First, which are based on supercritical technology. Okay, they are based on supercritical technology. And the second one is that each and every plant is going to produce, you can say, it is going to have capacity of 4,000 megawatt or more. Capacity of 4,000 megawatt or more. We are talking about India. So in Ultra Mega Electricity Project, you can say there is a plan to establish 9 such plants. 9. And those 9 plants, okay, out of those 9 plants, 5 are going to be in coastal location and 4 are going to establish at pit head locations. Pit head means that there is a coal reserve and you are establishing an ultra mega electricity power plant near that coal reserve. So in coastal locations, if you want, you can note it down, okay, that in coastal locations, the first plant is going to be Mundra in Gujarat, in Krishnapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Pradi in Karnataka, Cheyur in Tamil Nadu, and you can say Gire in Maharashtra. So 5 thermal power plants government of India is going to establish, one in Gujarat, one in Andhra Pradesh, one in Karnataka, one in Tamil Nadu, one in Maharashtra. So these are going to be in coastal location. If we are going to discuss about, you can say, thermal power plants at pit head locations. So at pit head locations, you can say one is going to be in Sasan in MP, because we all know that in MP there are coal reserves. Okay, there are coal reserves. The second one is going to be in Sundargarh, Odisha. The next one is Tilaiya Dam in Jharkhand. And the last one is Akaltara, and Akaltara is going to be in Chhattisgarh. Okay, in Chhattisgarh. So this ultra mega electricity project, okay, थोड़ा सा याद रख लीजिएगा, हो सकता है thermal power plants में, because super critical technology की बात हो रही है. So all these thermal power plants, they are going to be established on the basis of super critical technology. So guys, we have talked about thermal power generation, okay, in, you can say, in UP. Now we are going to discuss about hydroelectricity. Okay, now we are going to talk about hydroelectricity generation. And if we are talking about hydroelectricity generation, okay, so first we are going to discuss about, you can say, large projects. Okay, large projects. और एक चीज ध्यान रखिएगा that as per the minor idle power policy of 2009 of UP, यहाँ पर बात ये है that if there is a plant, idle power plant, which is going to be of less than 15 megawatt, if the capacity is less than 15 megawatt, so those power plants, they are going to be executed by UP NEDA. It's an authority. We'll talk about UP NEDA. And if there is a power plant which is having the capacity of more than 15 megawatt, so that power plant is going to be established by Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. So basically, you can say in UP, okay, there are 2 authorities, okay, which are responsible for hydroelectricity generation. So for, you can say, major projects, and I told you that the meaning of major projects is projects which are having the capacity of more than 15 megawatt. So for major projects at institutional level, Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited is the authority which is responsible. And this Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, this authority was established in 1985. Okay, in 1985. And when it comes to minor projects, okay, minor projects. So for minor projects, you can say Uttar Pradesh Non-Conventional Energy Development Agency. For minor projects, Uttar Pradesh Non-Conventional Energy Development Agency. In short, it is called UP NEDA. Okay, UP NEDA. And UP NEDA was established in 1983. It was established in 1983. So these 2 authorities, they are responsible for, you can say, establishing, for managing, for operating, okay, hydro power projects in UP. Hydro power projects. So first, we are going to talk about this Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, and we'll talk about, you can say, some important major projects. So you can say, if we are talking about major projects first, okay, and we are talking about this Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, so you can say it was established for exclusive development of small hydroelectric power projects in the state. Small hydroelectric power projects in the state. which means that massive projects, large projects, they are going to be established by NHPC then, which is the authority at the national level. So NHPC is going to own some projects. Then you can say some small, medium size, they are going to be controlled by this Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. And the smallest one, which are minor, they are going to be managed by UPNIDA. Clear? अब इसके अगर हम main activities देखें, if we are talking about Uttar Pradesh Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, so if we are going to talk about important works or main activities, so you can say the first activity is to establish, operate and maintain hydro electric power plants, to establish, to operate, to maintain, and not only hydroelectric power plants, but you can say associated substations and transmission lines. So apart from main thermal power plant, main hydropower plant, this authority is responsible to establish substations, for establishments of transmission lines, for their operation, for their maintenance also. Okay, so this is the, you can say, first activity. The second one, you can say, it is responsible, okay, for the sale of electricity, generated, and it generally sells electricity to Uttar Pradesh Power Corporation Limited. बनाने का काम इनका है, बेचने का नहीं, कि अब ये कस्टमर्स को भी बेचें, फिर उनसे पैसा कलेक्ट करें, ये सब इनका काम नहीं है. ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस की इन्होंने. They are going to establish hydropower plant, substation, transmission lines. Okay, they are going to manage, operate these things, but dealing with customers, that is the role of Uttar Pradesh Power Corporation Limited. So they are simply going to sell electricity to UPPCL. Clear? After that, you can say the another activity or the another role is survey, investigation and preparation of detailed reports. Survey, investigation and preparation of detailed reports for new hydroelectricity projects. To survey karna, that in which areas there is a possibility, and if you are finding that okay there is a possibility, so investigate that area properly. What is the capacity, what is the potential, what kind of infrastructure we need to develop, prepare a detailed report, okay, regarding that proposal. So all these activities, they belong to this Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. Clear? And after that, you can say renovation and modernization of running projects. Renovation and modernization of running projects, it is also the responsibility of Uttar Pradesh Jal Nigam Limited. So we have discussed, we have talked about this authority. And now, if we are going to, discuss some important projects, some important, you can say, hydroelectricity projects in UP. So like you can say, Rihand Dam, project. Okay, Rihand Dam project. So this Rihand Dam, it is in Sonbhadra district, and in Sonbhadra district, it is on Rihand River. Rihand is a tributary of Son River. Okay, so where is this project? So it is in Sonbhadra district. Note it down, on Rihand River, which is a tributary of Son River. Okay, which is a tributary of Son River. Now this dam includes a man-made reservoir, and the name of that reservoir is Govind Ballabh Pant Sagar. The name of that reservoir is Govind Ballabh Pant Sagar. Govind Ballabh Pant Sagar. Remember it. Okay. In this dam, there are, you can say, 6 units of 50 megawatt each. Okay, there are 6 units of 50 megawatt each. So we can say that the total electricity production or the total installed capacity of this Rihand Dam project is 300 megawatt. It is 300 megawatt. Clear? After that, after this Rihand Dam, the next one is Mata Tila project. Now this Mata Tila project, okay, this Mata Tila project, it is in Lalitpur district. Okay, it is in Lalitpur district on Betwa River. So on Lalitpur, in Lalitpur district on Betwa River. So Ken, Betwa, okay, these are the tributaries of Yamuna River. Okay, these are the tributaries of Yamuna River. And we have discussed that there is a project to link both these rivers, Ken Betwa River linking project. So on Betwa River in Lalitpur district, there is Mata Tila, okay, hydropower project. And this power station was made with the help of MP. So we have constructed this power project with the help of MP, okay, with the help of MP, and the capacity of this project, the total capacity of this project is just you can say 30.6 megawatt. 30.6 megawatt. Clear? So Mata Tila. The next one is Obra. The next one is Obra. Obra project. Obra hydroelectricity plant. So of course, if you are talking about Obra, and we have discussed that there is Obra thermal power plant in Sonbhadra district. So this Obra hydropower plant is also in Sonbhadra district. ठीक है? और इसको आप देखोगे, so Obra dam is around 25 kilometer, away from Rihand dam on Rihand river in Sonbhadra district. Okay? So this Obra, you can say that it is another dam on Rihand river in Sonbhadra district, Obra. Clear? The total capacity, installed capacity is 99 megawatt. 99 megawatt, Obra. So Rihand, Mata Tila, Obra. The next one is Upper Ganga Canal. Upper Ganga Canal hydroelectricity project. Upper Ganga Canal hydroelectricity project. Now this canal, this Upper Ganga Canal, it starts from, or it originates from, you can say, Ganga river, and this canal, it basically starts, you can say, near Haridwar. Okay, near Haridwar, it originates from Ganga river, and this canal is meant for irrigation mainly. Because the primary objective of this canal is mainly irrigation. But many, you can say, small hydropower projects, very small hydropower projects, they have been established on this canal, and they are generating about 33 megawatt of electricity. Okay, they are generating around 33 megawatt of electricity, like, okay, like there is one in, you can say, in Muzaffarnagar district. In Muzaffarnagar, you can say Nirgajni. Okay, Nirgajni. Then you can say there is Chitauda, Satyava. Okay, so they are also in Muzaffarnagar, like Bhola project. It's in Meerut. So there are several projects which are included in this Upper Ganga Canal hydroelectricity project. Okay, Upper Ganga Canal hydroelectricity project. After that, Eastern Yamuna Canal. Eastern Yamuna Canal. So Eastern Yamuna Canal, you can say there are many small, hydropower plants or hydropower stations which are established on Eastern Yamuna Canal. Okay, on Eastern Yamuna Canal. So this is another one, Eastern Yamuna Canal. Apart from that, like on Eastern Yamuna Canal, there is an important one, Khara hydropower plant. And this Khara hydropower plant, you can say it is in Saharanpur district. Okay, it is in Saharanpur district, and the total installed capacity is around 72 megawatt. 72 megawatt, Khara. And then there is another one which is called Sharda hydropower station. देखिए, ये जो है शारदा हाइड्रोपावर स्टेशन, ये मेरे घर के एकदम पड़ोस में ही है. So it is basically, you can say, it is at the border of Uttarakhand and Nepal. It is at the border of Uttarakhand and Nepal. There is Sharda river. Okay, on that river there is a project. It is actually on a canal. Small project, not a very large one, around 4 megawatt. Okay, so Sharda, this is at the border of Uttarakhand and Nepal, and more specifically, you can say in Banbasa. There is a place called Banbasa. In Banbasa, here Sharda. तो ये आप लोग जो है वो ध्यान रख लोगे अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं यूपी की. ठीक है, यूपी में रिहंद आपने देख लिया, माता टीला हो गया. ठीक है, एंड और अगर कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स में इसमें आप लोगों को बता दूं, लाइक देयर इज रामगंगा प्रोजेक्ट. So Ramganga project, you can say it is on Ramganga river, which is a tributary of Ganga river. Okay, which is a tributary of Ganga river. Apart from that, there is Chilla project. The Chilla project is on Chilla river. Okay, and there is Chibro project. Chibro project is on Tons river, and Tons is a tributary of Ganga river. Clear? So we have talked about all these different you can say हाइड्रो पावर प्लांट्स, थर्मल पावर प्लांट्स, इन सब के बारे में जो भी हम लोगों को डिस्कशन करना था वो हमने कर लिया. नाउ आफ्टर डिस्कसिंग हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड थर्मल पावर जनरेशन इन यूपी, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट एटॉमिक एनर्जी. एटॉमिक एनर्जी। देखिए, जैसा कि मैंने आप लोगों को बताया कि अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, सो उसमें एटॉमिक एनर्जी भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करेगी, बट द कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ एटॉमिक एनर्जी इन टोटल इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशन इज जस्ट 1.8%, just 1.8%, because when we talk about atomic energy, so there are few things which you need to remember about this source of energy. The first thing, that atomic energy, it is based on atomic fuels, okay? And although when we talk about atomic fuels, so there are different fuels, like you can say uranium, thorium, radium, plutonium, okay? So these are different, you can say, minerals which we can use for nuclear power generation. But the most important ones are uranium and thorium. The most important ones are uranium and thorium. So if we are talking about, uranium and thorium, okay, if we are talking about uranium and thorium, so देखो, जैसे मैंने बोला ना, the role of this form of energy is just 1.8%. Just 1.8%. In India, okay, there are several problems which are related to, you can say, generation of nuclear power. When it comes to nuclear energy generation, so the first thing, that it's about technology. It's about technology. You should have the technology to build reactors, and for that you need advanced technology. It's not like hydroelectricity project or thermal power station. You need sophisticated technology and highly advanced technology. Only then you will be able to, build nuclear reactors. Now, initially, after independence, we were not having that technology. Okay, there was lack of technology. So, the first reactor in Tarapur, Maharashtra. Okay, we established first reactor. Let me give you some idea. So, the first reactor in India we established in 1969. In 1969, India got its first nuclear reactor, and that was established in Tarapur in Maharashtra. And this reactor was established with the help of USA. So USA gave us technology, USA gave us fuel. समझे? US ने हमें दिया. The second reactor, it was established in 1972. Okay? In Rawat Bhata. Rawat Bhata is near Kota in Rajasthan. And in establishment of this reactor, Canada helped us. So Canada gave us the technology, the fuel. And this Rawat Bhata, it is situated near Rana Pratap Sagar Dam. But after that, in 1984, after 12 years, we established another one in Tamil Nadu, in Kanchipuram district of Tamil Nadu, Kalpakkam. And it was the first reactor of India which was based on indigenous technology. एक सीरीज है रॉकेट बॉयज, देखी होगी शायद आप लोगों ने, नहीं देखी तो देख लीजिए, इट्स अ वेरी गुड सीरीज. उसका जो सेकंड पार्ट है उसमें ये दिखाया गया है दैट हाउ इंडिया, यू कैन से, प्रोग्रेस्ड इन द फील्ड ऑफ न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी. होमी भाभा की जो जर्नी है उसको पूरा दिखाया गया है, देखिएगा, काफी अच्छा है. तो देखा होगा तो आप लोग जानते हो. ये हम लोगों की खूबी है, वी इंडियंस. कोई बस समझा दे एक बार कि कोई काम होता कैसे है, फिर हम ना सिर्फ वो काम कर देते हैं बल्कि उससे बेटर करके दिखा देते हैं. So in 1969, USA gave us the technology, and you can say after few years, Canada gave us the technology, and then after 12 years, we developed our own nuclear reactor. So now we are not dependent. Okay, now we are not dependent on any other country. Okay, take second guys. अच्छा देखो, 1969, 1972 तो ये तो हमारा मतलब न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट्स जो हमें मिले। लेकिन एक चीज है कि न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी जब भी किसी कंट्री में डेवलप होती है ना, तो उसको लेकर के बड़ा टेंशन रहती है। एंड स्पेशली IAEA, there is an agency, International Atomic Energy Agency. You can say that this agency is a monitoring agency. It monitors nuclear power stations which are in different countries, nuclear facilities which are in different countries. Why? Because of fear that countries are going to make nuclear bombs. Like you can say, on May 18th, 1974, 69 में पहला रिएक्टर मिल रहा है, 72 में दूसरा रिएक्टर मिल रहा है, न्यूक्लियर टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे पास आ रही है, न्यूक्लियर फ्यूल हमें मिल रहा है। In 1974, Operation Smiling Buddha. On 18th of May 1974, India detonated a nuclear device, and the whole world was in shock. जरूरी भी था। डिबेट है, देखो, ये हम डीन्यूक्लियराइजेशन की बात करते हैं। We talk about, end of this nuclear race that each and every country wants to make nuclear warheads. And there are few countries who are advocating that no, you don't need to make your own bomb. और उसमें सबसे आगे कौन? USA. USA and Russia, they are having so many nuclear weapons collectively that they can destroy this whole earth multiple times. इतने हैं उनके पास. And who was the first one to use nuclear weapon? जो सबको ज्ञान बांटता है आजकल कि नहीं ये बॉम्ब नहीं बनाना होता है, बिजली बनाओ सिर्फ। आपने खुद बनाया, पूरी दुनिया में किसी ने यूज नहीं किया आज तक। है बहुत कंट्रीज के पास, बट यूज किसी ने नहीं किया आज तक। आपने यूज भी कर दिया। अब वो एक अलग चीज है, क्यों किया, किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में किया, सही था, गलत था, इट डजंट मैटर, इट्स अ डिफरेंट डिस्कशन, बट यू हैव यूज्ड इट एंड यू आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स। व्हाई? आई मीन व्हाई यू आर हैविंग इट? वो यूएस से पूछेगा, ये बताओ आपके पास न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स क्यों है? सो दे विल से फॉर सिक्योरिटी पर्पस। But you don't want India to make its own nuclear bomb. इंडिया को नहीं बनाना चाहिए। क्यों? खतरा पैदा हो जाएगा। अगर तुम्हारे पास है तो किसी को कोई खतरा नहीं है, इंडिया बना लेगा तो खतरा पैदा हो जाएगा। यही चीज रॉकेट बॉयज 2 में दिखाई गई है, that how India prepared its first nuclear device and how we detonated it. It's a journey. पोखरन मूवी भी तो आई है शायद इसके ऊपर, पोखरन, है ना? So look, nuclear energy is a very good source of energy. There is no, you can say, doubt about it. 1 kilogram uranium, if you are having just 1 kilogram uranium, so 1 kilogram uranium can provide you the energy which is equal to the energy provided by 25 lakh kilogram coal. 25 lakh kilogram coal. Can you imagine? 1 kilogram uranium से आपको उतनी energy मिल जाएगी. So it's very tempting. But the problem when it comes to India, that we don't have uranium, a lot of uranium. We have technology, we can build nuclear reactors, but we don't have that much of uranium. अगर आप इंडिया में यूरेनियम की बात करोगे, if we are going to talk about, you can say uranium reserves in India. So uranium reserves are mostly found in, you can say, Jharkhand, Jadugoda. Okay, Jadugoda. Because Jadugoda, you can say around 80% uranium of India, is obtained from Jadugoda. Jadugoda is, you can say, in Singhbhum district. Jadugoda. Okay. Now, apart from Jadugoda, you can say there are few reserves in Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, you can say like in Jhunjhunu, in Visundi, in Umra. Okay. Like in Andhra Pradesh, Sakra Pahad. In Andhra Pradesh, there is Sakra Pahad. Like you can say in Chhattisgarh, in Durg district, in Maharashtra, Bhandara district. In Maharashtra, Bhandara district. After that, you can say like in Himachal Pradesh, in Kullu, and in Meghalaya, Domia Tas and Jaintia Hills. So these are basically the areas where uranium is found, but not much. Okay. India is not having a major position in the world when it comes to reserves of uranium or production of uranium. So we are basically dependent on others for fuel. And until unless you don't have fuel, you won't be able to run your reactors. और fuel को लेकर के बड़ा मामला sensitive है इसीलिए. देयर इज एनपीटी, नॉन प्रोलिफरेशन ट्रीटी, और अगर आपने एनपीटी पे साइन कर दिए, आप बॉम्ब नहीं बना सकते। फिर वो ट्रीटी किसने बनाई है? उन लोगों ने जो बॉम्ब बना के चला चुके हैं पहले ही। उनका ये कहना है देखो हमने बना लिया, हमने चला भी लिया, हमें पता है इससे क्या हो सकता है, इसलिए हम रखे हुए भी हैं। खत्म कर देंगे धीरे धीरे, पहले बाकी वर्ल्ड पूरा साफ हो जाए, बाकी वर्ल्ड में कोई ना बनाए। मोरल ऑब्लिगेशन है उन लोगों के ऊपर दुनिया को सुधारने का। सब सुधर जाए फिर खुद सुधरेंगे, ये अच्छा तरीका है। पहले बाकियों को सुधार लो फिर खुद सुधरना। तो एनपीटी पर साइन करिए आप। जितने भी रिएक्टर्स हैं, जितनी भी न्यूक्लियर फैसिलिटीज हैं, वो इंटरनेशनल एटॉमिक एनर्जी एजेंसी के वॉच में लेकर के आइए, दैट वी आर नॉट डूइंग anything suspicious. We are using nuclear technology for the welfare of people. We are using nuclear technology for energy generation only. We are not trying to make enriched uranium for the purpose of nuclear bombs, etc. So there is so much of monitoring, there is so much of regulation, and that is why this is the reason, okay, that India is facing difficulties. लेकिन एक चीज और है, देखिए, we know that nuclear reactors, this nuclear energy is a very good source of energy, but there are some serious concerns. Look, if there is a thermal power plant, if there is a hydro power plant, if there is a solar power plant or wind energy plant, if there is going to be any accident, so things you can control. होगा, मैं नहीं कहूँगा लॉस नहीं होगा, डिस्ट्रक्शन नहीं होगा, but it is going to be manageable. But we have learned from the experience of Chernobyl. Okay, Chernobyl incident, it taught us that whenever you are going to experience a nuclear accident, it is going to be huge. It is going to be a very, very serious problem. Like in Japan, there is Fukushima nuclear power plant. Fukushima. So I think in 2011 or 2014, Japan experienced a major earthquake and a tsunami originated in Pacific Ocean. So due to the impact of that earthquake and tsunami, there was minor leak in that Fukushima nuclear power plant. This is the biggest concern, that if there is going to be any sort of mishappening in nuclear power plant, and if there is going to be radiation leak, that is going to be disastrous. Nuclear disaster is the worst disaster, you can say. तो safety concerns है सबसे बड़ी चीज। तो apart from safety concerns, there are environmental concerns also, because nuclear power plants, they generate nuclear waste, and disposal of nuclear waste is a challenging thing. It's a challenging thing. So that is another problem. So I think we have discussed enough. जहां तक बात है, nuclear power generation in UP, nuclear power generation in UP. So remember that in UP there is Narora. Okay, Narora Atomic Power Station, NAPS. Narora Atomic Power Station, NAPS. This Narora Atomic Power Station, it is in Bulandshahr district. This is Bulandshahr district. So in Bulandshahr district, there is a place called Narora. So there, this Narora Atomic Power Station is situated, and this Narora, it was established in 1989. In 1989, it was established, and it is very close to Ganga River, near the banks of Ganga River. Clear? This Narora Atomic Power Plant, it is a pressurized heavy water reactor. Okay, PHWR, pressurized heavy water reactor. Okay, and this pressurized heavy water reactor is capable of producing 220 megawatt energy, 220 megawatt electricity. Pressurized heavy water reactor. in the year 2000, okay, in the year 2000, NAPS became the first ISO 14001 certified atomic power plant in Asia. First, in the year 2000, it became the first ISO 14001 certified atomic power plant in Asia, and it also received the Golden Peacock Award. Golden Peacock Award from you can say the World Environment Foundation for environment preservation, for the protection of environment. And you can say there are two units, NAPS 1 and NAPS 2. So commercial operation of NAPS 1, it started in 1991. 1991, NAPS 1 started, and NAPS 2 started in 1992. 1992.